Welcome to another lightning lesson in Liveops, where we're exploring who is the player. Last time we talked about creating a persona, which means the need to focus our thoughts and to consider who our players are and what they might want. Next, we can need to consider their potential perspective about games and our game specifically. This is done by considering the differences between what they think, they feel, they do, and they say. For example, Jackie may see the game needs more guns, but actually she's motivated by not wanting to let her mates down. Usually we have to have at least 3 different personas where the Venn diagram of their needs is the smallest possible overlap. For me, I tried to define one persona for the core game mechanic, a second for the game's context, the purpose and progression parts, and a third for the cultural loop, where all the social elements. Once we have all 3, the next important stage is to test it. And it's only through actual research that we can prove that these really are our players. Welcome to another lightning lesson in Liveops. In our final lightning lesson for this week, we're going to continue talking about who is the player, and in this case, how we think about testing those personas. Data is key. First is attribution. Whilst it's complicated due to the understandable and necessary privacy concerns, we can usually get indication of who our players are from the paid UA or social platforms that we're using. Importantly, we don't need to know about individuals. It's better to get useful insight by looking at the typical personas. Secondly, we can get great information from the players themselves through sentiment analysis of socials, reviews, as well as from direct surveys. But of course, surveys are always vulnerable to bias. Thirdly, we can review gameplay data. Player choices when acting in our game can provide essential insights about what they actually want. Importantly, we need to find out what we can, try to disprove our assumptions. Only that way will we get to correct them.